All right, so we are now live. Perfect. And the first person presenting today is Northern Policy Institute, the Matchmaker program. We're still waiting for this person to sign on. I believe, let me just double check. Yes, we're still waiting on Northern Policy Institute to sign on. Oh, there she is now actually. And then following that, we have Home Instead, Professions North, Total Nursing Care, Employment Options, and Plan A. We are still waiting on Plan A to sign on. And then followed by Plan A is Dejardi, St. Joseph Health Center, and then the call is complete. Sorry, just one moment. All right, we are set to begin in about 4 minutes. I see that Cindy's here joining us, so I'm just going to promote you to panelist, Cindy.
Out of the Economic Development Office with the City of Greater Sudbury, helping them with the RNIP program and helping make matches there where appropriate. So I am also an employability advisor with the Institute, so I help connect you with the services that's needed in order to support your permanent residency here in Greater Sudbury. Part of what we identified as a policy institute is that by the year 2041, we'll need to retain and attract 150,000 new residents to Greater Sudbury in particular. I service the Northeast, so with that comes helping match people to as many employment opportunities as possible in order to meet that goal. I will connect you with my contact information in the chat. I'll leave my email if you have any questions about what I do, or if you could qualify for the free service that I provide, just send me an email and I'd be happy to follow up. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sherry. I'd like to introduce our first employer, Home Instead Senior Care, and joining us from Home Instead is Nikki. Welcome, Nikki.
Good morning, everyone. So what I'm going to do is share my screen, if that's okay with you guys. So can everyone see my screen? Is that good? Got the thumbs up? Awesome. So thank you very much to the Chamber for inviting us to come out here and talk about, some employment opportunities that we have. And before I kind of dive into us looking for home care heroes, I feel like I should really talk a little bit about Home Instead, our mission, and who we are, to see if that aligns with the attendees and what their missions are looking for when it comes to potential employment opportunity. So this is an information session on home care heroes for Home Instead in our community here in Sudbury. So my name is Nikki Sage, and I am a community outreach coordinator. So essentially what I do is presentations, education, and getting out in the community and providing information on our service and employment opportunities. So I've included our phone number on here if you want to call and chat. I've included my email if you want to reach out to me privately, as well as our website where you can apply directly to open job postings that we have. So I've included all of that here, and I'm sure that this will be shared with you after the event as well. So our mission at Home Instead is to enhance the lives of those in our community. So we actually service anyone 18 years and older, and we service them wherever they call home as a part of their aging in place plan. So aging in place essentially means having supports and services you need to age where you call home. So home can be an apartment, it can be your house, of course, it can be retirement, long-term care, and even living with family. So we provide all the activities of daily living for wherever our clients call home. These are actually our guiding principles. And when we onboard caregivers and home care heroes, we really dive into this and do this training to make sure that we teach them the Home Instead way. So building trust, taking the lead, and sharing their heart. So now that I've talked a little bit about Home Instead, and I know we have a few minutes here to present, so I'm trying to go as quickly as possible. We are looking for home care heroes. So home care heroes are also known as caregivers, and these individuals are going into the homes or wherever we call home to provide care. So right now our community is in need of personal support workers. And we're actually have an opportunity where if you're interested in taking the personal support worker course, maybe you've never had the opportunity before now, maybe you're not sure where to start, maybe you aren't able to afford the tuition, you can definitely reach out to us. And this job posting is on the Chamber virtual job board that they've put up for all of employers. If you're interested in applying and in learning about this personal support worker opportunity. We are looking for personal support workers to help our community age in place. We are in such need for these amazing workers, and we're calling them home care heroes because that's exactly what they are. They're heroes. They make a difference in the community. They're providing essential care to those that need it, and that's what we're looking for. So we have flexible schedules, we have benefits, we have up to full-time hours, part-time hours, and we're looking to hire home care heroes right away, and personal support workers, developmental service workers, and anybody that has a passion in making a difference. I mean, if you're looking for a job that is not the same every day, that gives back, that has a purpose, then this may be a good opportunity for you, and we'd love to kind of chat and talk about it. And so that's essentially what we're looking for is home care heroes, healthcare professionals such as personal support workers and developmental service workers. And before I close my presentation, because I'm trying to respect the time of everybody on the call today, I want to talk about one of our giving back initiatives that we're doing, because at Home Instead, we believe in giving back to the community. And we have our Be a Santa to a Senior program that we're doing virtually. So this year, we actually partnered with Amazon Canada, where we have seniors' names. So you go to www.beasantatoasenior.com, put in your postal code, put in your city, Sudbury, North Bay, and a senior's name is going to pop up. You click on the senior's name and their wish list items are right there. You can purchase the gifts and the gifts get delivered directly to the senior. So this is a program we've done. This is our 11th year doing the Be a Santa to a Senior program, and it's about supporting those in our community. Now with COVID, obviously it's changed how we're going to execute the program this year, but there's more seniors in need this year than ever. So I just wanted to take time to talk about that. We have a Facebook Live launch. If you want to check it out on the Home Instead page, anyone's welcome to attend. So giving back is another really great way to support our community, and we're happy to do so. So hopefully I'm good with time. If there's any questions, I can definitely take questions now. I'm also going to put my contact information back on here for anybody that wants to reach out to me, but I believe this will be shared after the webinar as well. So I think you're monitoring the Q&A and I don't see anything. So that wraps up my presentation. So thank you all for listening. Hope to hear from some of you if you have any further questions, and stay safe, everyone. I think you're on mute.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Nikki. We do have a couple questions.
Sure.
One of the questions is, how many people are you looking at hiring?
For which area? Just Sudbury area, I guess?
Sudbury area, yes.
So I believe we have 10 openings right now.
Oh, wow. My goodness. And what does the hiring process look like?
So the first step, it's actually a great question. The first step is to apply online on our website. That's usually where we like to direct people, but people can also call and email me if they want to send me their resume or if they want to talk about it further. So that's the first step, is the application. Then you'll have a member of our retention and recruitment coordinator team follow up with you to conduct a phone screen. And then we would go from there in terms of booking an interview. We're doing interviews pretty much virtual right now, but there is an option if they want to come into the office. And then we will follow up with the rest of our application process. So obviously paperwork, references, criminal record check, all of that.
Awesome, thank you. And what kind of qualifications are you looking for in these applicants?
So we're looking for personal support workers. That's a certified personal support worker. We're looking for developmental service workers as well. And that's a certification too. And then for home care heroes, if somebody doesn't have their personal support worker certificate for whatever reason, they can definitely still apply. We do have an option where we're looking at sponsoring some students to become personal support workers and work alongside our company as home care heroes.
Wonderful.
So personal experience, I guess, is a good indicator too, because usually somebody who's taking care of somebody else that they know, that's usually when they figure out that they have a passion for this kind of work. And then that's when they start diving into what they might be looking for.
Absolutely. Thank you. We have another question here. Do you have positions for people without vehicles?
Yep, we definitely can look. We have quite a few of our workers that don't have a car. So they, on part of their onboarding process and our caregiver attributes, that all gets discussed as well. Obviously, there's a little bit more limitations if you don't have a vehicle and you can't get around. But if you live in Sudbury, you're servicing Sudbury clients, right? We also have North Bay all the way to Sault Ste. Marie. If you're in North Bay, you're servicing North Bay clients. So we keep things local. And then also, I didn't mention it, nursing students as well. We do have quite a few nursing students that work alongside in a PSW capacity, and you're more than welcome to apply as well. It's great experience on your resume and great experience as you're entering into your nursing profession.
Awesome, thank you so much. I don't see any other questions, but if you did have a question that you didn't get a chance to type, please contact Nikki. Her contact information will be in a follow-up email after this event. Thank you so much, Nikki.
Thank you so much. Okay, I will stop sharing now, or can you stop sharing? No, I'll stop.
I think you have to stop.
And I will mute myself.
Perfect, thank you. All right, we also have Professions North with us today, here to advise us of their services. And from Professions North is Lisa. Over to you, Lisa.
Hi, good morning. This is actually Angèle Lafreniere. I'll be representing PNN this morning. I'm the Career Services Officer for Professions North, Professions Nord, or PNN for short. I'm so happy to be here and to share with you a bit about our organization. PNN is an initiative of Laurentian University that assists internationally trained professionals, or ITPs, in securing employment in Northern Ontario. And we work with local employers on labor shortages currently at no cost. Funded by the Government of Ontario, PNN specializes in assisting ITPs reach their career goals by bridging the gap between education, experience, culture, and employment. Our goal is to help ITPs acquire the information, training, and resources they need to be successful in securing a career in their field within Northern Ontario. PNN also provides services to Northern Ontario employers in recruitment, job matching, resume screening, and post-employment support of ITPs in the workforce. PNN's internationally trained professionals encompasses numerous occupational fields such as engineering, management, IT, and healthcare, among others. Residing anywhere in Ontario, our internationally trained professionals are looking for new opportunities specifically here in the North. For more information on our services and program, please visit us at www.professionsnorth.ca or contact us at info@professionsnorth.ca. And also make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. That wraps up my presentation, but Lisa should have added our information on the chat. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Angel. And so sorry about that introduction. And I did see that Lisa did provide the contact information in the chat. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We also have Total Nursing Care with us today to share their opportunities. Welcome, Chantel from Total Nursing Care, for joining us today. Oh, you're still on mute.
There we go. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm Chantel. I'm the office manager here at Total Nursing Care. Kathy had started this Total Nursing Care 25 years ago with a great passion and dedication to helping seniors age gracefully in their homes. The need is highlighted more now than ever as more and more family are wanting to keep their loved ones at home. So we provide care, activities of daily living, respite, light housekeeping, meal prep for people in the area of Greater Sudbury. We have a couple positions currently, as well as we are always on the lookout for great compassionate caregivers as we are getting calls about more and more people wanting some home care services for their loved ones. So we have shifts that range from 2 hours in length all the way up to 12 hours. We have some night shifts available. Those are usually about an 8 to 8 or 8:30 to 8:30, 6-hour day shifts, anything and everything we can do to help those seniors age gracefully in their homes. We are currently looking for a couple of wonderful people to join our team. We have a few employees who have been with us 20 plus years. So it is one that we retain those employees in the family atmosphere that we have set out. We are also looking for some people who are able to pick up some of our smaller shifts, the 2-hour shifts throughout the city. We do have some clients that are on bus routes, as well as a couple clients that you would need your own vehicle to be able to be on their care team. If anyone is looking for more information, they can always contact me here at Total Nursing Care. I have put my information in the chat box, sorry, as well as you will get it in an email after the event. But our phone number here at Total Nursing Care is 705-522-3191. And we do accept PSWs, DSWs, nursing students, as well as anyone who has some personal care background. We are wonderful to train and get that, get the skills under everyone's belts, as long as you have that caring, compassionate attitude. So I hope to hear from some of you today. And if there's any questions, I'll go ahead and answer those.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chantel. We do have one question that someone did ask prior. And this person writes, do you have any positions for people without vehicles?
So yes, as we do have some clients that are on bus routes. Again, it limits it a little bit, but we do have those clients within the city limits that are looking for care.
Wonderful. And how many positions are you hiring for?
Currently, we have openings for up to 4 right now, as well as some potential new clients that we are looking for those perfect fits for.
Wonderful. And how much experience are you looking for in these positions, or in these candidates rather?
So the experience we're looking for, we would like to have you to have some experience in the caregiving capacity. However, we do provide training and in-home training with our clients. And as long as you have a great caring attitude and willingness to learn, we'd be happy to train anybody.
Awesome. And what does the hiring process look like?
So our hiring process begins with submitting your resume. I would then be in contact by phone or email to go over some of the qualifications. We could arrange an in-person interview, a phone interview, or even a Zoom interview, and going on from there. And then during our hiring process, we would go over schedules, finding which clients would be a best fit based on your own schedule. We try and have our schedules out for a month at a time. So we will work around any school schedule. If you do have a secondary job or even, just your family life, we would be willing to work around that. And so it's a sit down type of thing so that we can be sure that we've ironed out all of those.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chantel. Again, if you didn't get the chance to ask your question, Chantel's email address will be provided in the follow-up email after this event. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Kaylee. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. We also have employment options here with us today to share a little bit about their services. With us today is Lynn. Welcome, Lynn.
Thank you, Callie. So my name is Lynn Ainsley, and I'm an employment consultant with the employment options based out of the Valcaron office. We also have 2 other offices, one off LaSalle Boulevard and one in Chelmsford. And I'm here to talk about our free bilingual services to both job seekers and employers. So currently we are offering virtual services, basically for your safety, but also if you have no access to a computer, we do provide a scheduled in-person appointment at our offices. So basically, as part of the services that we offer job seekers, we have the resource center that you can utilize our computers, our fax machines, photocopiers, phones, looking at job postings, etc. We also offer assistance with resume writing and completing cover letters. We do job search strategies with you, interview skills, career planning, job trials, job placements. We also offer what is known as the Second Career Program, which is basically the Ontario Ministry funded program, which provides laid off individuals with the opportunity to go back to schools for some skills training to basically help find employment in occupations that have demonstrated high demands in the labor market. We also do referrals to appropriate agencies if need be. And we offer training supports when eligible to help you with the cost of either transportation, personal protective equipment, and expenses related to starting a new position. A lot of the services that we offer are for employers as well. So basically for the employers, we do job postings for you. We share them with the public, our clients. We also put them on all of our social media platforms. We do complete placements, wage subsidies, which can then help you with offset the training costs for new employees. We help assistance with recruitment needs, hiring, and the screening processes. We have the apprenticeship assistance with the ministry and also signing bonuses for new apprentices, and the Canada-Ontario Job Grant, where employers can access funding to support eligible training for existing or new employees. So our services and programs, they're constantly changing with what the ministry funds. So it's always good to check up with us to see if there's anything new. Constantly changing. If you want additional information, I've actually put on the screen the 3 locations, Valcaron, Sudbury, and Chelmsford office, and the numbers. The best thing is just to contact us, and then from there we can guide you further in what you're seeking. And you can also follow us on LinkedIn or Facebook. And just a small reminder that our services are bilingual, so sont disponibles en français aussi. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lynn. If you're interested in any of employment option services, please stay tuned for Lynn's email address. Now it's time to hear from PlanA Long-Term Care Staffing and Recruitment on its job opportunities. And here with us today is Melissa Sawyer. Welcome, Melissa.
Good morning. So as Kaylee said, my name is Melissa and I'm one of the recruiters here at PlanA. PlanA started about 10 years ago and our focus is on long-term care facilities. Sherry Tomczyk, who is the owner and founder of PlanA, had taught the PSW program many years ago, and she had taken her students on placement, and while she was in one of the facilities, she noticed that there was a lady in her room with her pants and her underwear around her ankles. And so Sherry had gone in to assist this individual because there was no one else around at the time to help them. When she was finished assisting the resident, she went and spoke to the staff at the facility to find out why this individual was in this state and where were the staff to help them out. And what she was told is that they had called down their list of staff and there was no one able to come in and help at the facility. At that point, Sherry realized that there was a shortage in services to the homes. And so she decided that she was going to come up with a backup plan to help out the long-term care homes. And as we heard from several healthcare agencies today, we know that we are in desperate need of PSWs and nurses to help our most vulnerable populations. And so that's really why Sherry started the company, to focus on providing staffing to long-term care homes. We have grown immensely in the last couple of years. We have PlanAs all across Ontario. We have a couple in BC and out west. Right now, we're specifically recruiting for PSWs and nurses in the Sudbury area. We have competitive rates of pay, we have flexible scheduling, and it really is a great opportunity, especially for those who are new to the field, to go into different facilities to see what they're like. Obviously, with the pandemic, staff are restricted to only working in one facility at a time, but outside of the pandemic, staff would be able to go into any of our contracted homes and help out and lend their talent to those facilities. So in terms of who we are looking for those that are compassionate and dependable, those that are looking to set their own schedule. What happens is our staff get signed up for an app called StaffStat. The homes post the shifts that they need covered, and that app sends out a notification to all our staff, letting them know what shifts are available. The staff accept or decline, they set their own schedule, and it's really that easy. In terms of our hiring process, it's a 3-step process. So once we receive your resume, we would contact you to schedule an interview. We would then check your references, and if we're able to hire you, we would schedule you in for a policies and procedures meeting. Obviously, there's some paperwork and some reading and online training that needs to be done. And then after all that's completed, we would do a final meeting with you and get you set up on the app and get you out into the field. So we accept PSWs that have taken an accredited program, so it has to be a minimum of 600 hours. For our nursing students, they need to have completed their first year. And then of course, with our nurses, they need to have 1 year's paid experience working in the healthcare field. As I said, we have great wages, flexible scheduling. We are accepting applications online through our website, jointheateam.com, as well as you could email your resume to sudburysupport@jointheateam.com. In terms of the documentation that we're looking for, it would of course be your proof of education, your vulnerable sector check, some health and safety certificates, as well as your N95 mask fit and your TB test. Outside of that, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop us a line. I will put our contact information in the chat in a few minutes, and we hope to hear from you soon. If there's any questions you have, please do ask. We're always happy to answer them.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Melissa. We do have a couple questions. One of them being is, how many people do you plan on hiring?
We're always hiring. I would say at the very least 10. And in the time that I've been working here, so I've been here about 3 years. In the last 2 years, we've been sponsoring people to take the PSW program because we recognize there's this huge need for us to have PSWs constantly coming out into the community and helping. So that is another option as well. If you are thinking about becoming a PSW, we are working with one of the local colleges to put people through the 6-month program and guaranteeing employment once you successfully complete it. So at the very minimum, I would say 10, but we're constantly being asked for help in the facility. So we want to make sure that we have the staff to go in and help out those facilities.
Wonderful, thank you. And can you elaborate a little bit more on the sponsorship to put people through the PSW program? How would they apply to get into that program?
For sure. So they could send an email to sudburysupport@jointheateam. Because it is a education and employment opportunity, there is an interview process that we go through as well. So even if you don't have a background in healthcare, but you do have a desire to help our vulnerable populations, please do consider getting in touch with us. We're looking for people to take the program in January, which is the next intake. And then I think the next one after that would be April and then September. So it would be an interview once we get your resume, and then you would need to provide us with 3 references. And then from there, we would determine whether or not we're able to sponsor people. So it is competitive. So if you are interested, January is not that far away. Please do get in touch with us as soon as possible.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Melissa. It was great hearing about your job opportunities. If you have any questions for Melissa, please keep an eye out for her email address in the follow-up email. So thank you so much, Melissa.
Bye.
All right, with us today is Dejardi, and a warm welcome to Nina Matthew. Over to you, Nina.
Yes, hi, thank you. I'd really like to thank the Chamber for initiating this first virtual job fair webinar. Also, what great participants have gone already ahead of me today. It's so impressive to see how much support is being offered right here at home. My name is Nina Matthew. I am a human resource advisor with Dejardi Ontario Credit Union. So I'm a little bit offside in regards to the careers that we are able to offer. They're not in the health industry. However, it was really impressive to see all of you ladies go ahead before me. I will put my contact info in the chat in regards to my direct email, but also the link to our job and careers listing site. For those who are maybe less familiar, Dejardi Group is not only the largest cooperative financial group in Canada, but it's also one of the largest employers in the country. We've also been recognized as best employer for many, many years now. We are home to more than 47,000 employees who contribute on a daily basis in maintaining our leading position on online and mobile banking services. We're definitely a cooperation or a cooperative that puts people first with our cooperative values. So we definitely form a family feel. Once you enter the Dejardi industry, or once you career with us, you can definitely start as a teller and spend the next 35 years working with us. We often, we have many senior staff here that definitely have careered with Dejardi. I'm going to just really quickly share my screen for the current job listings, or just to give you an idea of what is that showing up online?
Yep.
Okay. So the link that I've provided, you can definitely choose or select your areas that you're looking to apply. So right now I've selected the Sudbury area. Currently we have 3 results. So we are always hiring at the teller position. So very often if you log on to our site and you notice that the teller position isn't listed there, it will definitely probably be the following week. The teller position is definitely an entry-level position. So normally the job requirements are really just a high school diploma. However, we do also hire students. The member service coordinator, this one here is mostly for the Toronto area. So I'm not going to go over that one just yet, but also what I'd like to bring to the table is really our financial advice jobs. So that one is just really encouraging those who are interested to submit their resume and their preferences. And with that, we kind of have like a matchmaking recruitment team who will gather your information and kind of try to set you up or match you up with a financial job that suits both parties, so the applicant and the employer. So this one is always it's constantly available. So at any point, anybody could definitely decide to submit or initiate the process. The hiring process itself is definitely, this is where it starts, would be to submit your resume, your interest here. Following that, the candidates that would be selected to move forward to the next phase would be contacted for probably just a phone screening or just a quick initial interview. At that point, if the candidacies are moving forward, there would be a formal interview. At this time, most of it is done virtually. And then for those who will be retained or hired, there is after that a whole online training process that is available online and on site, depending on which position would be granted to the applicant. I'm not sure how I was doing on time. I feel like I was talking really fast, but I think that kind of sums up what I wanted to share with you today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Nina. We're doing great for time. We do have a couple questions. The first one is, do all Sudbury jobs with Dejardi require bilingualism?
So for the Sudbury locations, yes, we do require bilingual status.
Wonderful. The next question, for a newcomer, which documents do you require, and can a newcomer apply to these positions?
Yeah, absolutely. So as long as you have your eligibility to obtain work, that is all that is required. We often do hire newcomers. That is definitely a pool that we often go selecting in. So that absolutely, I definitely would encourage any newcomer to apply.
Wonderful, thank you. And what kind of experience are you looking for any of these positions?
Mm-hmm. So for the entry-level position, like I mentioned, normally it would be a high school diploma. However, they're always, you know, personal experience is also often taken into consideration. And then for any financial related job position, so anything other than the entry teller position, normally it would also kind of coincide with what which position would be available at that time. But generally speaking, I would say basics, just high school diploma and some life experience.
Wonderful, awesome. Thank you so much, Nina. And stay tuned for her contact information in a follow-up email.
Thank you so much.
Our final employer participating with us today is St. Joseph's Healthcare Center, and joining us from St. Joseph's Healthcare Center is Lynn. Welcome, Lynn.
Thank you, Kaylee. Like Kaylee said, my name is Lynn Patra. I'm from St. Joseph Health Center. I'm the HR Administrative Assistant. So St. Joseph Health Center oversees the operation of 3 different organizations. St. Joseph's Villa, which has a 128-bed long-term care home that is located on South Bay Road. And it's also located with St. Joseph Continuing Care Center, which has 64 beds. We also have Villa San Gabriel Villa. That is also a 128-bed long-term care home, and that one is located in Chelmsford. Both St. Joseph's Villa and Villa San Gabriel Villa provide the highest standards of resident care. We are an organization guided by our core values, which are service, integrity, dignity, and excellence, with a focus on culture of caring. We are currently accepting applications for RNs, RPNs, and PSW for both sites. We also have other positions too, like so dietary or environmental field. So we'll also accept resumes in those fields. For St. Joseph Continuing Care Center, which is also located in Sudbury, is the only Northern Ontario rehabilitative and continuing care hospital. Our goal is to provide active rehabilitation of address functional decline to that patients can transition back to the community or to a lower level of care. For that one, we are accepting applications for the RNs and RPNs. And I'm sure you've all heard too that we've recently just opened 73 hospital beds at the Clarion Hotel. And that's just to help out the HSN site. So we are definitely looking for RNs and RPNs. So I actually invite you guys to visit our website. So it's sjsudbury.com. You'll find more information about us and any job openings. So you'll see on our website, because we have 4 organizations, on the top of the website, you'll see all of our 4 organizations. Just click on the organization you would like to have more information. it will open a page and then you could just go and apply for any positions. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Lynn. We do have a couple questions.
Yes.
The first one is, what qualifications are required for dietary aids?
You know what, high school, just a high school diploma, and then just send in your resume, and then the appropriate manager will receive that resume. She'll look through it, she'll call you for an interview, and then we'll go from there.
Perfect, thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
can you elaborate on the environmental jobs? What are those positions?
So it'll be laundry and cleaning, more or less. So it's pretty much you'll do some laundry. It's depends which department you'll end up in. So it might be into the laundry department or the cleaning. So of the rooms of the residents in the common areas.
Perfect, wonderful. And how many people do you plan on hiring?
For any position, we just welcome resumes. With this COVID, we do need extra staff. We do want especially environmental, we do need extra RPNs, PS, any positions, we all need you. We need that extra support for our residents to keep them safe.
Wonderful, thank you. And sorry, I did have another question. Did see it here. And is bilingualism an asset? Is it required?
For St. Joseph's Villa and St. Joseph Continuing Care Center, it's not an asset. However, for Villa San Gabriel Villa, it will be an advantage for you.
Wonderful. Another question from our attendee. Can you give some insight on the wage for the dietary aid?
If you go visit our website, all the wages will be there.
Wonderful, awesome. Thank you so much, Lynn. It was great to hear about your job opportunities.
Thank you so much, Kaylee.
Thank you. And with that, it does bring our time to an end. We did end a little bit shortly today, but that's okay. If you have any questions about any of these positions, please note that the contact information will be provided in a follow-up email. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for joining us today. A warm acknowledgement goes out to our service providers for helping us bridge the employment gap. Employment Options Emploi, Professions North, and Northern Policy Institute. And to our employers, Home Instead Senior Care, PlanA Long-Term Care Staffing and Recruitment, Total Nursing Care Inc., St. Joseph's Healthcare Center of Sudbury, and Dejardi. We hope the information shared with you today sparks some interest and that it will ignite a new opportunity for some of you. A friendly reminder to those searching for employment in the Greater Sudbury area, please visit our jobs portal on our website at www.sudburychamber.ca. Thank you for joining us and best of luck with your recruitment efforts for your job search. Thank you so much. Stay safe.